What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be filming, like my third installment to my fall drugstore makeup series. Wow, time is literally flying by. I feel like I just started this series yesterday, but for today's video, I really wanted to focus on creating an olive green smoky eye because this is something you guys want to see. You guys have been requesting it like crazy. So here we go. We're going to jump into it. I will be using a variety of affordable products that can be found within the drugstore, so we love that. I'm also going to be using some products from e.l.f. Cosmetics that are new for 2020. Speaking of e.l.f. Cosmetics, they are sponsoring a portion of today's video, which is so incredibly exciting for me. You guys know my brand stands for beauty on a budget. Like, I want to show you that you don't have to ball out to feel and look good. And with e.l.f. Cosmetics, you can always look extra without paying extra. We love everything about that. So if you guys love to look good and still have money left over in your bank account, this is a place for you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. It is completely free, literally free. Also turn on your notifications, click that bell, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it because there's a lot of products here and we gotta get it going. So let's go. Listen, brows are done, lids are primed, but what's new here? I am gonna start off with the eyes because that's what I tend to do on my channel. And I'm gonna start out with this palette right here by e.l.f. Cosmetics. This was their summer launch. This is the e.l.f. Cosmetics Retro Paradise palette. It is an 18-piece eyeshadow palette that is so incredibly affordable. It is unreal. I'm gonna first start off with this shade right here. It's called Dijon, like Dijon mustard. And I'm going to take it into my crease. This is actually gonna be a transitional color. I wanted to first start off with this palette because while I will be working with greens that aren't in this palette, I wanted a really, really nice kind of like smoky brown in my crease. So we're gonna use a couple shades from within this palette, but I wanted to first start off with this mustard yellow or this pukey brown because it is so pretty in the crease and it's gonna work as the perfect transitional shade. The next shade I want to take is called Sandy Bum, and this is such a beautiful neutral tone brown. I'm going to take it like on a smaller brush, and I'm going to start working it right here in the outer V, but I'm really just going to focus it in the crease. I really just want to focus on deepening up the crease, but I still kind of want like that mustard yellow to peek through, so I'm not going to drag it up too high. I really just want to keep it in the crease and not blow it out too far. Otherwise, I'll have to go back into Dijon and just kind of bring back that yellow. Ooh, I'm so excited for this look. You guys have no idea. I live for a good olive smoky eye for fall, and I know you guys do too because you guys have been requesting it. Also love e.l.f. eyeshadows. They are so creamy, blendable, and just pigmented. It is unreal for the price point. You can't even beat it, honey. Now it's time to go in with the star of the show, which is this bite-sized mini palette by e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is a brand new shade for them. This is in the shade Hot Jalapeno. I love that. I love that so much. So pretty. I think that this is going to be the perfect green palette for fall. I'm actually going to take a brush like this, and what do I want to take? Like, what do I want to start off with? I'm going to take this mid-tone olive color right here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start working it like in the outer V area, but oh, that is so pigmented. Oh my god. This is actually my first time trying out this palette, but I have tried several bite-sized mini palettes by e.l.f. and they are just so good. So honestly, I'm not surprised that this is so pigmented. I'm just going to focus it in the outer V, and I'm also going to take it a little bit in the crease, but I'm not going to take it up too far just because I still want those browns to peek through. I'm just tapping at this point. Oh, wow. Okay. Now that I have those colors placed, I'm not going to worry too much about blending because I'm going to blend here in a second, but I'm going to take this dark green, and this is the color that I'm really going to concentrate and focus in my outer V area, but I'm going to take a little bit more of a smaller and concentrated brush, and then I'm going to start patting it and really just smoking out this outer part and just blending it into the other green because I feel like it'll create more of a really nice gradient effect. Now I'm going to take that blending brush that I was using before, and I'm just going to go in and really just start to soften up these edges. So right now we're at a point where I look a little crazy, but I promise you it's gonna come together. I do want to take this green right here and just put it all over my eyelid because look at that. So beautiful, so insane. I feel like this olive is really just gonna set this look off. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm gonna take a flat brush and a little bit of that shadow. I'm going to spray it with a little bit of the Makeup Mist by e.l.f. They actually have these little sets on their website. It comes with the Makeup Mist and the Poreless Putty Primer that I think are absolutely adorable. So I'm going to spray some of this on my brush just so that way it has a little bit more slip and it just creates more of a foiled effect when I'm applying the shadow. So I'm gonna put this all over. I'm also gonna take some onto my finger and then just kind of pat it. Sometimes I feel like I can blend shimmer a lot better with my finger, especially now that I don't have like full-blown acrylics on. Like, it makes it so much easier to actually do makeup. Like this video if you agree. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix in a little bit of the green and the gold just to give it a different effect. I really want like a subtle pop in like the center of the lid. So mixing in a little bit of that gold is just gonna change things up a little bit. I'm mixing in the green as well just because I don't want it to just scream yellow. I want it to just have like a different undertone to it. Dude, I'm so impressed with this eyeshadow palette. Like, hello affordability. We see you, we do. So now that the eyes are almost done, I am gonna go back into that shade called Dijon with a clean brush. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna run it right above the green because I definitely want this to poke through the look just because I feel like it gives it a different effect, like such a beautiful kind of like mossy green vibe. So I'm just taking this right above that green. It's also gonna give it like a better blend. And I'm also gonna take it like right here in like the very inner part of the eye. Okay, so the only thing I will definitely say about this palette is that you get a bunch of fallout. It could just be me, my technique, the way I pack on color, but I definitely recommend going in and doing your eyes first before anything. If you are going to be using the greens within the palette, for me, I always go in with eyes before base, especially when I'm working with darker colors, just so that way my base looks super, super fresh. So after taking that brown above the green, I actually cleaned up the fallout off camera. I do actually want to go in with a liquid eyeshadow. This here is the e.l.f. XJ Kissa duo that she launched with her last collection. This is so good. I'm actually going to take a little bit of this green onto my eyelid because look how pretty that is. I feel like it's going to add such a beautiful element to this look. I do actually like to take liquid eyeshadows on the back of my hand and then I like to tap them out with a flat brush. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, just so that way I don't apply too much product. Then I'm going to take the opposite side and I'm just going to tap a little on the center to give it a different feel. Honestly, I really love this. I feel like it adds such a pretty element to this look. But again, if you're not really into glitter, definitely just like skip this completely. But I love a little glitz and glam to my look. I'm also gonna go in with some liquid eyeliner, but I'm probably gonna do like more of like a half wing than anything. So I'm gonna take this e.l.f. liquid eyeliner and I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna wing it out. I love that this is a brush tip applicator. It's one of my favorite applicators when it comes to liquid eyeliner because it's so pigmented, so wet, and it just gets the job done. Well, so much for a half wing. I went in and did a full-on wing. So I'm gonna do this side off camera and then I'll come back and we'll pop on false lashes. So for lashes, I will be using a pair from e.l.f. Cosmetics. These are very affordable. These are the foaming lashes in the style Troublemaker. I have never ever tried these before, so I'm very interested in seeing what the quality is about. Oh wow, these are super long, very dramatic. So let's pop these on and see what they're all about. Now I'm going to take my handy dandy lash curler and I'm just going to curl my lashes with the falsies. And for actual mascara, I'm gonna use this one right here by Essence. I did use this in one of my last video. This is the Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara, and I'm just using this to coat my lashes with the falsies, but don't take it all the way through the lash because they can look super fake. And because they're already so long, you really don't want to make them look any longer. Just at the base of the lash, just doot, 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 and you good. All right, so let's jump into face products. Now that the eyes are pretty much done, we just have to do the lower lash line. But I'm gonna start off with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. You guys know this is a bestseller for e.l.f. for very good reasons. It is so good. I do like to just focus it right here up in this area to really smooth out texture, pores, and all of that goodness. And I put a pretty big dent in mine because I love it so much. And I'm just gonna work it and put it on my nose as well. Now, usually I would go in and double prime, but I'm not today just because I did do a really good thorough skincare routine with a hydrating moisturizer. So I'm gonna jump straight into foundation. I will be using this by Catrice. You guys know I love this so much. If you're looking for a high coverage liquid foundation, this is gonna be your best friend. This is the HD liquid coverage foundation that lasts up to 24 hours. I don't know about that, but it is mattifying and it has a second skin effect. It also has a dropper, and I tend to just take the dropper and then I'll just drop some on one side of my face. A little bit of the stuff does go a very long way, so one drop each side and that's pretty much good. I am going to use this new brush by e.l.f. This is their angled buffing brush, and I'm just going to kind of stipple and then go in big circular motions. Ah, this brush is really good. Okay, e.l.f. I'm just gonna pat it. Now, you guys know usually I would go in with the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge to buff and blend out foundation, but I really wanted to see what this brush was all about since it is a newer product from e.l.f. Wow, the coverage of this foundation is unreal. It's one of my personal favorites. Let me know down below, what is one of your favorite drugstore foundations? I feel like I have so many, but this one definitely is like top 5. All right, so here's my thing about brushes. I think that this is really awesome. It is very soft on the face. However, I feel like brushes don't soak up as much product as a sponge. So if you put way too much on, it just sits on the skin and it tends to look a lot heavier as opposed to using a sponge like the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. I feel like it soaks up product and it disperses a product in such a beautiful airbrush way. So I'm gonna stick to my Total Face Sponge. Not to say that the brush is bad because I think it is really good, but I just get down with e.l.f. Total Face. Like, you guys know, holy grail, it's what I love to use, and I really don't like to deviate much from that. So we're gonna do this side with the sponge. And you could just see, like, I love that for me. Now, I'm really big on cream bronzer, cream contour, so I'm gonna go in with this by Physicians formula. This is a part of the Organic Wear line. I did do a full-on first impressions on this line, so I will have it listed up in the cards if you guys are interested in checking it out. But I like to take the product on a brush, a buffer brush, whatever brush I really have. This one is by It Cosmetics, and I like to take it around the perimeter of my face, and I'll kind of buff and blend it out into my foundation for more of a natural and diffused effect. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I love the way my base makeup looks when I do this step, just because I feel like it adds the perfect amount of definition to my look. And I also like to buff this back into my hairline just so that way it doesn't look too crazy. Then I'm gonna go in with concealer. I'm gonna go in with this one right here. This is a Conceal and Define Concealer by Makeup Revolution. I'm using the shade C6. I did do a full-blown review video on the concealer, powder, and foundation within this line. So again, I will have it listed up in the cards. I'll also list these videos down below in case you guys wanna binge watch my videos. Hey, that would be really cool and greatly appreciated. I'm gonna let this sit for maybe about 45 seconds, but before I let it sit, I do like to spread it out a little bit. So I'm gonna take the other side to my It Cosmetics brush, and I'm just gonna tap it out a little bit, nothing crazy though. And then once it's set for maybe about 45 seconds, I'll go in with my Total Face Sponge and buff and blend it out. This is gonna give me such a beautiful, full coverage, flawless look, and I'm all about that. Now, to set my under eye area down and in place, I am going to be going in with this powder right here by Revolution. This is in the shade Peach. I want to say I used this maybe once, but I'm not entirely sure how I felt about it, so I'm going to revisit it again. And I'm just going to set down this area here. We're going to heavily bake. Like, I don't do this often, but hey, why not? Ball out. I'm now gonna go in and set my face down and in place with my collab powder. You guys know how much I love this. This is the Kill to Shine pressed powder, and the shade I'm using today is Ivory Sand 0203. I'm gonna take it on a fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna set down all the other areas of my face that I did not set down with that loose powder. I'm also gonna take this powder over that cream bronzer just to make sure it's set in place. You can even go in with a powder bronzer over top. I'm not sure if I'll do that today, just because I feel like it already looks good how it is, and just going in with a little bit of this powder is just going to make sure it's locked and loaded all throughout the day. I'm also gonna go in with a little bit of bronzer alongside my nose, but not too much, because in some of my recent videos I noticed that I'm just getting way too carried away, so I don't want to do that today. I'm going to take my e.l.f. bronzer to do that. I'm just going to take a little bit of this. This is a primer infused bronzer in the shade Forever Sunkissed. I'm going to just bronze the sides of my nose, just a hair, nothing crazy. I always say that, but then it's like wham bam, nose contour. Someone send help. Now you guys already know how it is. Sometimes videos get crazy long, so with the power of editing, lower lash line is done. I went ahead and just smoked it out with that green, and I just feel like this is a full-blown moment, full-blown look, and okay, we're all about it. I am going to take that yellow from the palette though, because I do want to do a really nice inner corner pop. I feel like that will really set this look off, so I'm going to take a little bit of that, and then I'm really just going to focus it right in here. Nothing crazy though, just a nice subtle pop. Let's talk about blush. e.l.f. did recently just launch some brand new blushes. These are the bite-sized mini blushes, and I have so many different shades here. I also have used them in previous videos and such, but today I'm most excited to use this one. This one is in the shade Spiced Apple. I think it is very fall appropriate, and I love that you get a blush and also a highlighter on one side, which is gorgeous. I am going to just take this blush, this blush, and lather it on my face, because oh, I've been waiting for this to come in the mail for what feels like forever. I feel like this color is like literally me in a blush. It is such a beautiful burnt orange. I'm all about my burnt oranges. Before I go in with highlighter, I am going to go in with this mist right here. This is the Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist, which is a new product for e.l.f. On the back, it says it works great with the Poreless Putty Primer, which we used. I'm going to give it a good shake and just spritz my face with it. Oh, there we go. All right, now before it's completely dried down, I'm gonna go in with a loose highlighter, also by e.l.f. This was a collaboration with Nabella. This is one of my personal favorite loose highlighters. Like, I love it so much. So I'm gonna go to town, and I'm just gonna lather it all over my face. Well, not all over, highest points of the cheekbone, and just really like glow. I'm also gonna take some on the tip of my nose, down the bridge, and Cupid's bow. I'm also gonna go in with the Catrice Dewy Glow Fixing Spray, because again, I wanna glow, and this is one of my favorites. So I've actually been going back and forth between what lip color I want to do, and I decided on this by LA Girl Cosmetics. This is actually the Perfect Precision Lip Liner in the shade Bare. I'm going to line my lips with this and fill it in completely. Then I'm going to go a step further and apply a e.l.f. lipstick. This one is in the shade Cream. And I did get this prismatic lip gloss from e.l.f. as a free gift, so I'm just gonna pop it on directly over top for a little shine. All right, you guys, so this right here is the final and completed look. I feel like this nude, it's like a super nude, and it looks so good paired with like this nude top, and I'm just definitely digging the vibe. I really love how this look came out. I definitely feel like this olive green smoky eye is the epitome of fall. You can definitely pair this with a bold mulberry lip, whatever it is that you're into, but I really wanted to keep the focal point on the eyes for today's video. I really appreciate you guys sticking around and watching. Huge shout shout out to e.l.f. Cosmetics for sponsoring today's video. If you guys are interested in any of the products I did mention, I will have them listed down below in the description, so make sure you guys check those out. Also, let me know what other videos you guys want to see in my fall drugstore makeup series, because I'm super excited to continue filming fall videos. They don't just have to be makeup tutorials, they can be any other style of video, but you guys definitely have to let me know so that way I can add it to my list of videos to film. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and until next time, I'll be sure to catch you guys all on the next one. Deuces.